Alright guys, new video. Now in today's video we are going to be talking about YouTube. I kind of just want to go on a rant a bit because it's at the moment YouTube's just in a bad place. It really is. It's not going well, and I've said this before in other videos, there's no competition for YouTube, so they can kind of do whatever the hell they want because, like, why wouldn't they? Like, things can go however they want to because people aren't going to leave their platform. It's like, where are you going to go? There is no other place to go. If you're walking down the street and there's a supermarket to your right, and it's the only supermarket within like 50 kilometers, you're only going to go there. You've got no other choices. But if there was one across the road, just opposite, guess what? Prices are going to clash. They're going to be trying to do better each other, and you're going to get a much better experience because there is competition. But with YouTube, there is no competition. The copyright strike system's messed up, and pretty much they're only catering to family-friendly content. And you can't do anything. You can't swear. You can't have like a popular YouTube channel named Raka Raka. They're Australian. They actually do some great content, and there's just a bit of violence in their videos, right? Just a bit. There is other ones that do have a lot, but they get their videos taken down, and you can't even search them up, and they be in the top searches of YouTube. Yet YouTube have actual content, their original series with violence in them. It doesn't make much sense. It's not, and it's also not fair at all. One of the points I would make is, if you want to cut off and make like mature content in YouTube when people swear, like if I say fuck in this video, that's now, like a mature content, right? If that's the case, wouldn't nearly every rap song have to be mature content? Wouldn't every, like, Nicki Minaj's like, what's that song? That Anaconda Don't? That's the one. That's just all about her getting dick. So that song shouldn't be on YouTube. I mean, shouldn't that be taken down? If we want to go, like, I'm not saying it should be at all. A lot of content should be up on YouTube. But if we're going to dive down that path, why isn't something like that in the section that gets taken down? Right? That has great ads playing on it. It's out of hand at the moment. A lot of family-friendly content is on YouTube, right? You got to cut out your swearing, you can't have any violence, and family-friendly content is getting the ridiculous AdSense revenue. They are going through the roof. So channels like the Ace Family or Ryan Toy Reviews, like channels that are extremely family-friendly, they get paid a lot. They get paid big money because they've got family-friendly content. YouTube had a massive thing with YouTube AdGate where a lot of YouTube ads were getting played on videos that were to do with like ISIS and all this ridiculous stuff, right? But it wasn't YouTube's fault. So some idiot would upload something about like an ISIS beheading or like something too extreme, but a YouTube ad would be playing on it, and YouTube wouldn't really know that this is going on. And when a company would say, hey, why is there this ad on this video, which would only have like some of it would only have like 20 views or something like that, and they wouldn't want their brand associated with that. So it's like, say Macca's wanted to be like, so like Macca's wanted to put an ad on, and Macca's ads were going to all YouTube videos, and then there was videos that were that bad, that messed up, they would be on those too because it was going a lot of YouTube videos. That I can understand why a lot of companies would be like, hey, I don't want it on that, like, I don't want my ads on this kind of videos. But they pretty much took all their ads away and were saying, hey, we just want it on family-friendly content. That is it. Nothing else. YouTube needed to clean up YouTube itself and actually fix a lot of YouTube, not kind of throw their content creators under the bus. There is so many content creators out there, storytellers, like funny video, all these things that just get pushed away, not in sub boxes, it's just such a shame. A lot of great YouTubers get copyright strikes for no good reason. They get not put in recommended. They get all these things because family-friendly content is what YouTube has to be these days. A lot of people don't want that. I don't want that. I want the old YouTube back where I could watch a commentary where someone swear, whether it be violence, whether it be funny things. And there is a huge difference between the extreme violence of something like an ISIS beheading or, like, I don't know, a guy jumping off a building. Those extreme, that should be off YouTube. to someone swearing in a video or just having a bit of violence in their video. It is definitely got out of hand and is making YouTube a place where it's just like, I don't want to make extremely family friendly content, but if I don't, then I'm pushed way further down the list of YouTubers where, like, I've been recommended, what people can see. If people search my video, there's a lot of people that are YouTube creators where their videos aren't even getting, like, if you search their video in the search bar, you actually can't find their video because YouTube is like taking it away. They don't want that aggressive content. YouTube have like YouTube Kids, right? They have a YouTube version for kids that kids just watch. What YouTube needs is an MA version. They need something along those lines. I know that some content can be mature content, but if YouTube had an MA version where swearing and a bit of violence was allowed, I'm not saying the extreme violence, but violence in videos, like a fight scene in a movie or something. Like that's the other thing. You can't really create a fight scene if you're a YouTube creator. Yet there's heaps of fight scenes from like Daredevil, The Punt, all these kind of shows that are clipped on YouTube. So it doesn't really all add up. There's a lot of hypocrisy with all this kind of stuff. It's not fair. YouTube really doesn't reward the content creator unless they're bloody living out of daffodils and farting poetry and just the best type of person that is perfect for ads. That they have to be this ideal bloody lollipop of a person for YouTube to favor them. They don't reward content creators and aren't good to content creators, and it is a fact. They do not treat their content creators the way they should, especially if they swear a bit or they're not as family friendly content as they can. But here's my rebuttal to that. If you had an MA version where violence and swearing was allowed, where it was kind of like the old YouTube days, just the old YouTube days, just take it back 5 years to that version of YouTube, which isn't even really MA. It's just the older version of YouTube. If you had that version of YouTube, right, like you do in the kids, that version could also have ads to do with alcohol, to do with like cigarettes, to do with more mature things. There could actually be ads that could cater to that kind of audience, to guns. There's a lot of gun channels that are taken off YouTube. Definitely a lot of channels taken off about smoking weed. I mean, Jesus Christ, I could go on to another video how it's like, what does weed do? Weed makes you want to sit inside and eat all day. It doesn't make you want to go out and fight or anything. Yet that content gets taken off YouTube. You can't have that. You definitely can't talk about people like transgender people if you don't agree, if you think there's two genders, fuck, you cannot talk about that. You should be able to talk about any of these things. Free speech just kind of get taken away with YouTube. So if this stuff was okay, if it had an MA version where people could go and they could actually do these things, you could also get companies who are catering to that audience, who will pay big money for ads on those videos because there is a select audience on that. That's what they need. They need to bring back how YouTube was 5 years ago. It was so much better. It was heaps better. And at the moment, it is out of hand. Copyright strike system is just ridiculous. And you have to be incredibly family friendly if you want to make, like, I feel bad for the YouTube content creators who have 100,000 subs plus, and this is their job, right? They can't swear. They've got to make sure, they've got to go through their video, make sure there is no little line of a song. They can't even sing a song themselves without getting a copyright strike. They can't swear without getting like mature content. Like, it's in a really bad place. But it can stay like this as long as it wants because there is no competition. Got no competition? Why would you change things? You can do whatever the hell you want. So if they had an MA version of YouTube, then it could work for a lot of people. I could watch commentators. I could watch them swear without having to worry. I could watch them put a bit of violence in their videos. I could see my favorite content creators get paid and pay well for what they do and what they love, without having to tiptoe around and make their videos less impressive. God, I can't believe I'm missing out on their names. But actually, this makes sense, right? There was YouTube twins. They were gym twins that made a lot. I think the Hodge twins. That's it. Yep, them. Hodge twins. I used to watch their videos all the time. They had the best chemistry. Were so funny. They were absolutely hilarious. I would die laughing watching their videos. Ever since YouTube's all this stuff came in, they cannot. Every time they make a video, they have to cut out the swearing, and they say it to each other like, "You can't swear. You can't swear. Don't say this. You can't swear now. You can't say this." They are restricted. They are at like a 60% when they could be at their 100%, and their content is fucking amazing. Don't get me wrong, the content still is good, but nowhere near as good as when they can do what they want and say what they want. A lot of free speech is just getting it's just, yeah. It sucks. It really does, and it's on a terrible path with YouTube at the moment. But yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I just wanted to rant a bit and just kind of get in front of the mic and talk about it. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you have an awesome day. Let me know what you think. I just reckon if there was an MA version of YouTube, like how there's a kids YouTube, ads could cater to that. Could make a lot more sense, and it's just a lot better content. And it's not saying, hey, let's have fucking rough violence content. It's saying, no. Let's have a place where content creators can just feel like they're not tiptoeing around, and they can just be themselves without having to worry, I'm going to have to restart this video. I'm going to have to take this out. I'm going to have to take that out. Just be themselves. Create the content that was amazing. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.